Coming up on the Fox 13 Quickcast, disturbing accusations against a bishop in the LDS Church. What we're learning about this case. See how tensions boiled over when it comes to the controversial inland port at a meeting today. And how one local girl has found a unique way to get rid of an unused prescription drug at home.
This is a Fox 13 Quickcast.
And good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amy Nay. A shortage of a vital drug in fighting childhood cancer is causing fear and anger among parents and doctors. Doctors became aware of the shortage of vincristine earlier this month. The sole distributor of the life-saving drug blames manufacturing delays for the shortage, but that news does not sit well with parents whose children are still alive because of the drug.
These are our kids, and they are literally dying, and this drug will save many of them.
A doctor at Primary Children's Hospital says they have enough of the drug to last until the end of the month, when the next shipment is expected. A bishop with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints from Kaysville is behind bars, accused of possessing child pornography. 61-year-old Timothy James Hallows is accused of owning a Skype account containing thousands of images of child porn. Workers at Skype tipped investigators off, and law enforcement arrested Hallows at his home last night.
We know that there are multiple images that he has in his possession at the time of his arrest, and that may mean that there are multiple victims. We are still further investigating who the victims of this case are.
A church spokesman said Hallows was removed from any position that would place him in close contact with youth or children immediately after the allegations were reported. You hear those whistles blowing. That was part of a protest at the Inland Port Authority's meeting this afternoon. It was disrupted by those protesters once again. Some whistleblowers were escorted out by Utah Highway Patrol troopers. Some had to be lifted and carried out. The protesters believe the inland port will be bad for the environment. There's no word tonight on if these protesters will be cited or arrested.
Well, it's a wet one out there. Here's the radar, and you can see the showers lining up all along the I-15 corridor, primarily down through Salt Lake County, though we're starting to see a little bit of rain fill into Utah County, too. It's making those roads slick, and some of these showers are coming down pretty heavily, especially up between Layton and Ogden right now. This is cold front number one. It sweeps through tonight. Another cold front on the way for the weekend to keep our weather very unsettled as we head towards the weekend. Temperatures are dropping fast, too. We're at 47 degrees. North winds coming in at 20, gusting to 30 miles an hour. The good news is that this rain will be out of here for tomorrow morning. We'll be back to the sunshine, starting in the low 40s and finishing in the 50s. So it will be a chilly day tomorrow. Here's a look at your morning forecast. 39 in Ogden, 20s for Park City. Slight chance for a little bit of snow before all the moisture leaves us for the Wasatch back. And we'll start in the 50s down south for the afternoon. Highs in the 50s in northern Utah. Down south, highs go back to the 70s.
Thanks so much, Kristen. More of your local news as Utah Senator Mitt Romney has once again condemned President Trump's decision to pull troops out of Syria. Senator Romney told the Senate today he welcomed the ceasefire announced by Vice President Mike Pence. But he also said it comes after the U.S. already betrayed the trust of its allies. Romney said the president still has to explain his decision, including why he did not consult Congress or give any advance warning to the Kurds before he announced it. An Ogden teen getting national accolades for her science fair project. 14-year-old Mercedes, who's busy in the lab there, came up with an experiment to see if she could test how to safely change the chemical makeup of opioids so that people can dispose of them at their homes. She used caffeine in her experiment because it's similar to opioids. She found mixing charcoal, vinegar, and caffeine deactivates a compound and makes it safe to throw away.
The main goal is to hopefully deactivate an opioid, because in Utah especially there's a major problem with the opioid epidemic and people not disposing properly of their opioids that they keep in their cabinets.
Mercedes' project took first place at the State Science Fair in her category. She'll compete at the Broadcom Masters National Science Fair next week. We wish her luck. Finally tonight, we're just a few weeks out from Election Day here in Salt Lake, but today another election began. This is the third annual, quote, Tea Party. It's a fundraising campaign, yes, involving dogs. People can vote for their pick to be this year's mayor, among other positions. All money raised goes to helping local injured animals get the care they need. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. And coming up next, it's Modern Family. Hope you're having a great night. See you soon.